Good evening, Frontier. This is the Frontier News Network for Stardate 4456.3. We cut through Federation fog like a railgun through hull plating. I'm Eve Sorial. Tonight, Argos 4 bleeds as mercenaries flood the zone. What began as a skirmish now looks like corporate war. And our own Sergio Valdes? Missing. Last transmission from Quantia during the riots. And silence. We've tracked leads, followed lies, and now a charred body. Also, the Orion Expanse continues to mess with ship navigation. Some thrill seekers are chasing the anomalies. Not all of them are coming back. And this just in. We received an anonymous message. Garbled audio. Distorted voice. But it might, just might, be Sergio. Argos 4. The headlines say conflict. The locals call it a slaughter. The Iron Fang Syndicate and Black Star Legion aren't trading warning shots anymore. They're burning settlements, raising supply hubs, and dragging civilians into the crossfire. Enter the Scorpions, corporate mercs armed with exosuits, plasma bots, and no conscience. They're not just backing Iron Fang. They're leading the charge and leaving messages in blood. We've confirmed attacks on medical transports. Civilian comm relays bombed. One HAB unit was torched with 73 people inside. No survivors. And now it's not just groundside. Above Argos 4, Black Star's battle group Vanta is clashing with Iron Fang's retrofitted Federation Star Destroyer, still bearing the hull scars from the Persei Drift campaign. It's war in orbit, war on the ground, and no safe zone in between. And the Federation? Quiet. Too quiet. Officially, they've condemned the violence. Unofficially, sources suggest this chaos might be engineered. The question is, why? Whispers point toward high-level Federation involvement, covert funding. Both sides. But no names. Not yet. Black Star Melita's fighting back brutally. We've obtained audio from inside one of their makeshift holding pens where scorpions are being held. It's not easy to hear. Here's one of Black Star's guards.
We wired some kind of neural disruptor to the bastards. Thought if we made it hurt bad enough, they'd think twice. But they just stared through it. Didn't scream. Just grinned. One bit his own tongue off and laughed through the blood. Another started humming, some old Earth lullaby, I think. Like he wasn't even there. We thought pain would make them crack. Instead, I think we just proved they're not human anymore. Or maybe they never were.
Fear doesn't slow scorpions. Pain doesn't break them. And the line between defense and atrocity is thinning by the hour. This is no longer a civil war. It's a meat grinder, and someone's feeding it from above. We lost contact with Sergio Valdes during the Quantia riots. His last feed cut out mid-broadcast. Explosions, shouting, then static. That was 7 days ago. No word since. After the smoke cleared, the LMC Red Cross arrived. They pulled survivors out of craters. Stabilized triage units in shattered arcology halls. And they found bodies, burned beyond recognition. One corpse had Sergio's press ID underneath it. It looked like the end of the story. But the autopsy raised flags. The bone density, dental profile, DNA, none of it matched. The badge was planted. Somebody wanted us to stop looking. Another lead took us to KZ-17, a mining facility turned detention camp. Rumor says miners who refused to go back underground were administratively reassigned. That's code for vanished.
My husband was one of the miners. They grabbed him the day after the riot, said he was being reassigned. I was at the loading yard, screaming, trying to reach him. Federation security kept us back with shock batons. People were crying, getting knocked down. And that's when I saw him, cuffed, shuffling with the rest. It was just a glimpse, but I swear it was him. Sergio Valdes. I know what I saw. Then they closed the doors. I haven't seen any of them since.
Our anonymous informant intercepted partial manifest records from that day. Sergio's name isn't listed, but the lists aren't complete. We are still trying to insert an investigative reported into the facility. Security's tight. One last thing. This came in a few hours ago. Compressed signal. No origin stamp. Distorted voice. You decide what it means.
If this reaches you, Eve, Frontier News Net, tell them I didn't run. They're moving me, I don't know where. I don't trust. Stay.
We don't know if that was Sergio, but it sounds like someone who knew he wouldn't be heard any other way, and someone who knew I'd still be listening. Ambassador Orion Tarsus has kindly weighed in on our search.
It took a few days to locate your secure informant channel, Miss Soriel. Your encryption protocols are enthusiastic. I'm terribly sorry to hear about Mr. Valdes. His reporting, while unconventional, was always passionate. I'll see to it that some modest resources are redirected to assist in the search. I trust that brings you some peace of mind. Oh, and we'll be looking into your unauthorized use of encryption.
How thoughtful. Nothing says genuine concern like modest resources from the same regime that blacklists our frequencies and disappears witnesses. We'll manage, Ambassador, as always. If you're out there, if you saw anything, heard anything, know anything, send it. Secure channel, anonymous drop. Hell, scratch it on a crate and launch it blind. We find our people. That's what Sergio believed, and I won't stop until I bring him back. Earlier this week, I reached out to the Federation for comment on the situation in Argos 4. Ambassador Orion Tarsus responded with a brief appearance via remote relay. This is that exchange. We've left the audio uncut. Ambassador Tarsus, let's not waste time. The colony of Argos 4 is burning. Civilians are dying. Mercenaries are deploying banned tech in broad daylight. Is this what the Federation calls maintaining stability?
Ms. Soriel, Argos 4 is experiencing a regrettable outbreak of factional unrest. The Federation is observing the situation closely. What you call chaos, I call a planetary policing action, one supported by local governance.
A policing action doesn't involve napalm strikes on civilian food depots. 73 people incinerated in Hab Sector 9. We have the heat signature data and eyewitness feeds. Care to comment on that?
The Federation does not control the actions of every independent security element in the LMC. And as for those so-called feeds, your network is known for creative editing.
We'll publish the raw data. Try spinning it then. Let's talk about Sergio Valdes. He disappeared after covering the Quantia crackdown. In one of your security zones. You really expect us to believe you know nothing?
We regret Mr. Valdez's disappearance. But you and I both know Sergio had a tendency to place himself in volatile situations. It's entirely possible he was relocated for his own safety. Protective reassignment isn't uncommon in these situations.
So now the Federation protects journalists by removing them from the grid and torching their trail?
If you insist on dramatizing this, Miss Soriel, I'll have to end the call. My time, unlike your network's credibility, is in high demand.
We'll let the audience decide whose story holds up. This was Ambassador Orion Tarsus, Federation mouthpiece and master of deflection.
Craving a once-in-a-lifetime experience that might bend space and time itself? Then buckle up, thrill seekers. Orion Expanse Tour is now booking Frontier-class excursions into the heart of the unknown.
Right aboard the Holostar, our retrofitted exploration cruiser, equipped with 360-degree hazard-shielded viewing decks, pressurized panic pods, and our signature Last Will Express upload service, just in case.
Glide past collapsing starfields, watch our nav systems fail in real time, and maybe, just maybe, witness a dimensional ripple kiss the hull. No guarantees, no refunds, just unfiltered adventure.
Upgrade to our VIP package and enjoy an enhanced probability of anomaly interaction. That's right. Every third tour gets at least one unexplained audio hallucination.
Orion Expanse Tour Co. is not responsible for memory loss, spontaneous biological shifts, sudden multiversal drift, or reclassification as non-corporeal entities. Side effects may include tooth inversion, personal timeline collapse, and involuntary existential enlightenment. Passengers must sign a 10-page waiver and should have no current outstanding karmic debt.
So what are you waiting for? Chase the ripple, touch the unknown, scream into the void, and maybe, just maybe, it'll scream back.
Orion Expanse Tour Co. Book your brush with annihilation today.
In other headlines, Hyperium futures spiked 5% this morning after reports of shipping lane disruptions near the Orion Expanse. Traders call it speculative. Survivors call it sabotage. A long-haul freighter registered to Juno Interstellar Logistics was reported missing mid-jump near Gamma Tau 31, just over 3 light-years from the Orion Expanse boundary. No distress call, just gone. This is the third such disappearance in 2 weeks. Meanwhile, leaked scans from deep-range probes show gravitational anomalies forming outside the mapped expanse corridor. The Federation has no official comment, yet again. As for us, we're not letting go. Our investigation into the freighter that took miners from Quantia continues. We believe it may hold answers, or survivors, or Sergio Valdes. If you know the route, the name, the crew, anything, reach us. Time is slipping, but it hasn't run out. Not yet. Next cycle, we follow the signal, wherever it leads. For Frontier News Network, I'm Eve Soriel. Stay safe, stay strong, stay vigilant.
Voices are AI generated.